cardiomyopathy without significant obstruction. So this is called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, not the obstructive cardiomyopathy. Only hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. In this image, if you look at, this is parasternal long axis image. This is left atrium, this is left ventricle, this is aorta, this is anterior mitral leaflet, this is posterior mitral leaflet. And you see this is the posterior wall is thin compared to this interventricular septum. Interventricular septum is quite thick. If you see the basal portion, then mid portion, even the mid portion is much more thicker compared to this basal portion. So IVS is much more thickened compared to that of posterior wall. You can see this image, parasternal long axis image, or movement you see. What I want to highlight is, you see how the mitral valve closes. The mitral valve just has closed. See, mitral valve has closed. Then this anterior mitral moves towards this IVS, that is anterior motion of anterior mitral leaflet. That is called SAM, systolic anterior motion of anterior mitral. SAM is also here, but the SAM is not that much significant, causing significant flow obstruction in subaortic zone. So this case is called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, not hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, because obstruction is not that much significant. So SAM is also seen here, but the SAM is minimum. You see, I want to show you SAM. Just see, everything moves there. How the valve closes now, follow this, how the valve closes. This valve has closed, and then you see the anterior motion. This portion has moved anteriorly. Follow up, moves more anteriorly, then does not move further. So causing this mass obstruction is not significant one. That's why we call it hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. In this image you see, this is flow across subaortic zone. So flow velocity is, highest velocity only 2 meters per second. Peak gradient will be up to 16 millimeter mercury. So criteria wise, it has to be more than 35 millimeter mercury to call it obstructive cardiomyopathy. So in this case, the gradient is only 16 millimeter mercury. Flow velocity is only 2 meters per second. So ultimately, this case does not fulfill the criteria of obstructive cardiomyopathy. This is tissue Doppler imaging of left ventricle in short axis view. Only thing so that the IVS is quite thickened compared to posterior wall. Same thing, parasternal long axis view, tissue Doppler image. This much portion is thickness of interventricular septum. Only this much portion is thickness of posterior wall. So IVS is even more than 3 times thickened compared to posterior wall. This is the thickness of posterior wall. This is the thickness of IVS. You can see the turbulence of flow within the subaortic zone, but that turbulence is not significant one to call it obstructive cardiomyopathy. This is short axis view of left ventricle. Same thing, this much thickness of IVS and this much thickness of posterior wall. One thing I wanted to highlight, that SAM is also there, but SAM is not significant one to cause significant flow obstruction in subaortic zone. But this is the case of hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Thank you.